It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday night.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love, the place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you, and Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team, because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
On the return, Britton Covey. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Toss play to Barkley. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover, and it sets up 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Finds a seam down the middle. He's got it in the red zone. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has it at the 11. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is in! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sacks. Go get the sacks and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
First down, a run with Barkley. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Running with Walker again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Smith on 3rd and long. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60-plus. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's got a gain of 6 there. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
On the draw, it's Barkley. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He rolls to his right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the pistol, Hurts. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Barkley does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 14. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They're out and set, first and 10. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the gun, Smith. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Walker now from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This is Walker on second. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Gets him those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now. Shotgun snap to Smith. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he goes out a little short of the 40. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen,
he spins into the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
you know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On first down, Hurts. He's on the move. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles. With it, 3rd and 2.
Set.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So they let first down stand since it worked out well for him. The penalty declined. That brings up 2nd and 10.
That penalty is declined.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it after the penalty. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
There we go.
First down, Smith to throw. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Smith. On the move. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Looking to throw, Smith. Walker hauls it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He breaks the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and given them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well, as they went to him early and often, and with good reason.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Walker on first down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 22 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Blitz coming for Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch it! No touch!
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
Kate, I want you and the audience to imprint that play in your mind. When you hear me or any announcer say, oh, he's running downhill. Oh, get running downhill. Oh, you want to hit it downhill. That right there, that was running downhill.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down throwing for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He's got Smith. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
No touch that.
Will set up for the 2-point
No
conversion.
touch.
They'll try the toss, left side. And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Very short kick taken at the 19. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Escapes his grab, and they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Smith setting the throw. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 straight sacks to snuff out that drive. I'm not sure Kate will ever see a defense stick a QB in the ground like that on 3 straight plays, but this defense, they're pedal to the metal, unrelenting, and what an incredible effort.
And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. The home teams and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
They run it with Saquon. He has a hole left, room to run. The 40. Hits the 20. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown. The Eagles keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Short kick, just reaching the landing zone. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Seahawks offense running out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Here we go.
Staying with Walker. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They go play action. Here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Hurts now from the gun. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. On the run right, throwing. This is brought in at the 15. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning in from the 16. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
That play good for 17 and a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Smith on first down. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They give up the gut to Walker. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Zach Bond with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Seahawks have possession, and this final quarter begins with them in a massive hole. Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready.
From the 36. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying getting it to Tyler Lockett. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
The home teams. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
No touch.
Running right, it's Barkley. Another big rip for him. Spins out of 1 stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
No touch.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No touch.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
No touch.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's keeping it again.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
No touch.
Toss play to Barkley. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning from the 18-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. From the gun, Smith dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Smith. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punting unit out now. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Seahawks trying to do some window dressing. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's been one of the players of this game. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. It's fielded at the 14. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Huge return here. It's good for 37. And the Eagles will take possession. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Great, set.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buying some time. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. He'll get this one to Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Vacates quickly left side. He's on the move. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
From the pistol, Hurts. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And it's third down.
No touch. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Taking a shot for the end zone. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
No touch.
On fourth down, Hurts. Headed out right. He's running for it. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Very short kick taken at the 19. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Here we go.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.